Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Slips through the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The give to the single back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll start this drive from the 42. Taylor wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reese. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy can do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Catch in the middle. It's Glenn. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Golden Gophers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He's looking downfield to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Taylor wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a chance. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
The run from the shotgun. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Here comes the option. Here's the handoff. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Glenn. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 25. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Gets the back moving. Taylor wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Pittman. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Throws to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Pittman. Breaks into the open. picked off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The give to the left. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Now improvising. Turns it on in midfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Makes the catch. It's Pittman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Taylor wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Over the middle. It's Reese. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball to coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on 4th.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete. And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know they only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The pitch. Got the first down. Looking for more. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. He's got him in the flat. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounted for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Temple is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Philly deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 16 to Penn State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. The give to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Quick shovel pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that.
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hill. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Gives it on the option. Finds a little space. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
42 Spider. 4-2.
The play action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Bulldozes his way through. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Gets it out fast. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. The Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. The give on the option. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Got rid of it just in time. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
I like the idea of calling a screen there on third down, but give the defense tons of credit. Making the tackle and now giving themselves a chance to get off the field.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got his man quickly. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. We'll see what they can do. Drive as it starts at the 8. They're going to run it. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Thompson. Knocked off his feet.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second.
They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Off play action on first down. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism, picking up the first down.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely perfect.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Robinson looking to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Reese. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They try to get it outside on the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Pittman. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask